Hello, CraftyAndy here. I wanted to do something a little different as I produce my show, CraftyArts, and try to keep this channel alive with some vlogs about, I don't know, my experiences and life, and hopefully it's something that other people can relate to. Let's get into today's topic. Have you ever had a job where you interviewed and you either walked out or the interview was so bad that even if you were offered the job, you sure as hell were not going to take it? Well, that was my experience with HHGregg. Now, these are just my opinions. HHGregg, who's a failing business, don't sue me. Don't sue me. These are just my opinions. So I went to HHGregg, and I was all dressed up nicely and got to sit down with persons to do an interview. Now, if you don't know what HHGregg is like, I'm just going to call it Greg. Fuck it, Mr. Greg. Mr. Greg is a business where it's similar to ABC Warehouse, or for those who remember, Circuit City. They sell like TVs, appliances, cameras, beds. They sell beds and sound equipment. They specialize in these really expensive items that people don't often buy. At least they buy at least once every 10 or 15 years at least. That's HHGregg. So I went through the interview and they started explaining their business model. So this is how their business model works when you work for them. Basically, it goes like this. It's 100% commission-based work. Yes, 100% base commission in a retail store. You're going to be working 6 days out of the week, including holidays, because, hey, you're an entrepreneur. You want to get your feet off the ground. You want to be a professional, right? You want to be a professional. You work 6 days out of the week and work all your holidays. And don't take any days off unless you're severely sick on the brink of death. That's your fucking professional career retail business right there. 100% commission based. This is the real kicker too. So they'll go on and on about how you can make so much money. Here's our top sellers. This is how much he's making. He's making $2,000, $3,000 a month. Ooh, fantastic, amazing, amazing. I'm pretty sure he makes that consistently every month too, right? Selling washers and dryers and shit. And keep in mind, I just came out of a 100% commission-based business and career-based business like this, where I was doing calls and selling insurance. At this point, I went through like 6 other interviews so I can move myself down to Ohio. And I thought, oh my God, I'm in a fucking nightmare. Is there no escape from this? Is this the business model of all the retail chains? Are they adopting this? Are they going to be adopting this method of having people work for 100% commissioned? Oh, and this is the real best part of the interview when they explained it to me. So let's say you don't sell anything for a week. You don't sell any washers or dryers or mattresses. You can't convince a guy to slap down $1,100 and finance a mattress throughout the week. Well, they'll pay you. They'll pay you minimum wage. Let's say it's $350. Fantastic. You made $350 by going to work and showing up like a normal person, like a normal fucking business. Guess what happens next week when you sell a bunch of items? Let's say you sell, I don't know, $700 worth of items next week. You make $700 worth of commission. You have to give that money back. You have to pay back the money that Mr. Greg gave you. So that $700, $350 goes straight back to Mr. Greg, because they were just paying you a stipend to keep you on your feet over the week. That's what it was. So you got to pay back your loan to this company. What a fucking stupid idea. And I enjoyed the fact that their stocks were plummeting and they were going down in business. I mean, what a fucked up model. Can you imagine that? Of course, it's items too where people don't buy them like once every decade. Washers, dryers, mattresses, cameras, things like that. Imagine if, it would make more sense. Let's see if it was, I don't know, if it was GameStop or some shit like that, where you, instead of making an hourly wage, you got paid commission by how many games you sold. Oh man, I think they'd be required to pay you so much that they would go out of business. So that was the worst interview I ever had. I got a call back, of course, to come into work I think they would have pretty much taken on anyone who can dress nice and has a pulse. Because who cares? If they don't sell, well, shit. It doesn't cost their store any money. It doesn't cost their store a dime. Oh, wow, they paid them minimum wage and they quit. Wow, $350 for that week. Boo-hoo. Technically, in the long run, it wouldn't make a difference. So with that, I don't know. What's the worst business you ever had an interview for? What's the worst job you ever had an interview for? Where you're just like, fuck this. I'm not working for this company. That was mine. What was yours? And I intend to do more like this next week. Have a good day.